Alright. Sorry, I was just stuffing my face full of cookies a second ago. I'm still kind of in my mouth, but welcome back to my Crash Bandicoot live streams. Today, well, again today, we are picking up from... Sorry, just washing it down with some water. We are picking up from the high road, which was prematurely ended last stream. I'll explain more in a few seconds, so just give me a sec to drink this water and just spread word of the live stream, well, going live, I guess. Alrighty, I guess in the meantime, I wouldn't mind explaining what... Hey, look! Somebody's already here. Oh, it's my sister. Well, that's kind of hard to join. Well, give me a second here to just spread it. Spread it, the way I say that, don't ever take that out of context. Spread the word of the live stream as we are going on right now. So, let's load into the level in the meantime, because, I mean, that doesn't hurt. That never hurts anybody. And if you remember the level that gives people PTS freaking D from the high road. Okay, with that mission, with all that said and done, welcome back. Let's continue where we picked off. And I guess I can get to explaining into what exactly happened. But before I do that, just to clarify to any other viewers in the audience who may be watching these streams at a later date, I would like to mention that the reason why I said the real high road in our thumbnail here being the give me a second here. I need to adjust my seating. Sorry, I know this is very highly unimmersive, but why I said the real high road to the lab this time is because not only was the last time we planned to go just to the jaws of death and stop, well, now I'm taking on the high road to the all the way to the end of the lab, which is basically at the end of the game. Oh, I should just correct it to Cortex, because I also plan to beat Cortex, even though it's not really necessary at all, except to the percentage meter, I think, but we'll get there. Alright, so the real reason why I named this stream the real high road is because last stream I was actually picking up from the road to nowhere, and I named the stream the high road. I made that mistake because the high road is just a much better name in general for these level types, if you ask me. So that, just to clarify that up, so that's why I said the real high road, because last stream is borderline false video promoting, since it was not the high road but actually the road to nowhere. And I do not like to lie. In fact, I absolutely I've been told at times that obviously that my streams aren't the most immersive, and of course I don't really compare to the big avid streamers. I think they're actually pretty good. Okay, hold on, one thing at a time. Compared to the bigger, more mainstream people who stream, like of course people like Ninja and just other big YouTubers in general, like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, even when they occasionally stream games. But here's the... I'm going to mention this more in a video. I'll get to the topic, to the point of, to the stream, to the more scripted stream. It'll sound more like a rant video than anything, but bear with me, bear with me. I think these streams are actually pretty damn good for what, for what they are. Because, in fact, I was watching another streamer just yesterday, called well, not a streamer, quote unquote, but another big person in the Crash Bandicoot community, Crash and Spyro kind of nostalgic remake community, being I think it's Miharu the Fox. I think that's the name. I know it's the Fox something. I don't know if it's Mihuru or Miharu the Fox. I just think that's how you'd like to pronounce it. And yes, that is a hack. Don't ever just smash every box when you're going across there. Just smash like every second one and then platform your way across. Every second or third one. It makes it a hell of a lot easier. I was watching on yesterday. She actually did a 100%. I think she finished or did a complete. I'm pretty sure she finished a 100% run, a stream of Spyro the Dragon 1 on PS1. And despite it being a much bigger figure and having I guess a better choice of content. Well, personally, I'll get to this more. But oh my God, how does that even happen? I'll get to this more one day, but I was watching a stream yesterday of her playing Spyro 1, and a lot of the time she was just staying completely bloody silent for most of her stream, and I found that strange, especially for somebody who has a much bigger video base and more, I'm pretty sure anyway, experience doing scripted... What the hell? Doing scripted videos and streaming. So overall more commentary work. I found it really strange how she was just kind of staying silent during the entire gameplay. I guess maybe she didn't want to force... She just maybe didn't want to force herself playing to say shit during the stream, but I always kind of found it strange. And it made the stream come across as somewhat uninteresting, and even though... I don't know if I should say this from the position I am in, boring. And she had like this whole special UI setup and stuff, while I'm just using the classic full screen thing. And here's, in my opinion, one of, if not the hardest levels in the games coming up, being Slippery Climb. Because yeah, she was just staying silent for most of the stream, despite her being, I don't know if you guys can hear echo. I hope you can't. Despite her being a much bigger figure in the YouTube content creator community. Well, that was a lot of C's. That was some noise alliteration. That was an on-purpose slurp, by the way. Kind of to echo the noise sound effect. Ah, shit. Ah, no! Sorry, my sister came into the room and she made me lose my focus for a second. And with this being one of the special gem stages, I have to do the entire thing without dying once. Hey, look, we got another guy here. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, and to say what I was saying earlier about other streamers, I wouldn't mind if you said who you are. I absolutely despise it. I freaking despise. Well, one thing I despise is how nervous I get. Second thing is, I absolutely despise when there are other, not only streamers, but just content creators in general online, whether it be, I don't know, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch content, who always need to over-exaggerate and go like, ooh, 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 when something mildly exciting goes on stream, just for the sake of keeping it more interesting. I don't know if it's more of like a win-win situation when you have over-exaggerated, what's it called, I guess expressions and reactions to what happens on screen, but like, personally, even when I'm playing a game when there are shocking moments happening, I mostly just stay silent. I may just be watching with some wide eyes, being really immersed, but I don't go, ooh, ooh, shit, he just shot him! Like, I really just despise that. Even if it comes to bigger content creators, when they constantly have to maybe even make annoying banter, like, ooh, got a token there. Like, I don't know, maybe... Oh my god, that has never happened to me before. Shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to restart the whole level. When they have to when they have to make a mountain out of an anthill when it comes to whatever is happening on their streams, because, sure, I understand people are different. I'm more of an introvert personally, that's why one of the reasons why I prefer to switch to more scripted videos and not really live reactions. I'm not really good with this whole live action personality. Benefits extroverts a lot more, since they're always expressing themselves more outwardly, especially when they have a live when they have like a camera and stuff, because I don't really want to show my face on YouTube, but that's besides the point. But I just really don't like it when streamers and even YouTube content creators in general really have to just go like remember the Fernando video when he was bullshitting about getting GTA 6 and he's like, oh my gosh, GTA 6 GTA 6 Grand Theft Auto 6 I really couldn't stand that. And I don't mean to turn this stream into a rant, because I don't like negativity as much as the next sane person anyway. There are some people who don't seem to be able to get away from negativity, like my mother. But when it comes down to streaming content, I guess if over-exaggerating your your reactions for the sake of audience engagement improves your stream, and the audience is fine with it, even though of course no audience will fully 100% agree to that stuff. I don't know, I just think it's really balls when people have to constantly over exaggerate what they see and do, because to go off on what I said earlier, yeah, everyone's different. Extroverts and introverts are different, but especially like how I was raised, to not make it sound like me screaming now on stream is probably going to get me a shouting from my parents later on. But I think that's a good reason, because like especially when I'm in public or even in school, I really can't, like, I'm always mostly the guy in the background just keeping quiet and shit. Oh, that would have been bad. Shit, that was a close call. Minding my own and my own friends' business. I'm minding me and my own friends, but oh shit! Oh! Okay, that may have sounded over exaggerated, but shit, like, you need to remember, in a case of irony, to me over exaggerating my reactions, that would kind of be hypocritical of me. But to go off on what I was saying earlier on, if I did die there, and despite me being nervous as all hell, if I did die there, I'd have to redo everything I've done in these levels. And might I remind you, I find this to be one of the hardest levels in the game, if not the whole trilogy. But let's take it one step at a time. Yeah. So what I was saying about streamers is that, yeah, yada yada yada, everyone's different, and I was brought up to always be kind of quiet. And to go from what I said about my friends and me, when we're at school or at places or whenever together in public, whether it's me with my friends or my family, we're always generally quiet. We don't want to make a big scene, because I feel like a lot of people who absolutely scream their lungs out in public and at school, unless it's like, of course, necessary, like, I don't know, you're watching a sport match and you have to cheer your team, like, I guess that's completely fine and understandable, that's called for. But when you make a loud racket over nothing, like getting your food or some fish and chips, or somebody just, I don't know, hugging someone else, when you make such a big noise, it's really obnoxious, and it comes across as very rude, in the fact that you don't care that you're making a loud racket and possibly disturbing other people in the venue. I really despise that. And when people say I don't care when they're in their big friends groups, like especially like these groups of girls and even boys too. Let's not be sexist here. It applies to both, but I tend to notice that it's usually groups of girls who do this. Is when people are just making a racket, or when they make a loud racket and somebody just tells them to keep quiet, it's like, I don't care, or mind your own damn business, and all their friends laugh along with them like it was some kind of I don't know, joke. Just comes across as insanely obnoxious to me. But I think that should be the end of the negative, cynical commentary for now. Like, I think despite just me and my sister watching the stream as of this being live, I'm not sure about the future. Or to any future, what's it called, fans of my channel. Oh, god damn it! I should have just broken the crate that gives me the token, and then take the Aku mask. To any future fans in the future who are watching and who may be a fan of the content I am making as of that date, because as of now I'm just streaming with my PS4 with having no access to any computer, because my computer was taken away due to it being kind of, I think, infected with some kind of virus, or just having just these unpleasant slowdowns and glitches in general. We send it in for repairs. That's why video making as of now is kind of out of the question. But once I do get it back, there's no more fooling around. I don't really mind having to use, I don't know, some kind of form of an old cracked software versus the new paid for stuff, because just to pump out videos, because as long as I get videos out, no, now I need to start all the way from the beginning. I still think this is called for, but I definitely find this to be one of the harder levels. As long as I can get videos out, and okay, maybe using a cracked software is a bit of a too too far, just using some kind of free editing software. That's good, and then paying for a cracked software, because things like Sony Vegas are unbelievably expensive. Like, you need $400 just to get, like, personally, I loved, like, I used to make videos before on another, they weren't very well made, and they were honestly kind of cringy, and probably already dated because of the excess amount of memes I used to put in them. There used to be Minecraft videos on a previous thing. I just enjoyed the feeling of a video coming together, and I really like it, and it's fun. What can I say? And it's fun. They weren't very well made, and I've done it before, and I used to use Sony Vegas back then to edit it. It was Sony Vegas 14 when that was still out, when that was still like the newest one, just before 15 came out. And I actually really enjoyed it, and I know how to use that well to make videos. And I enjoyed doing what I did there, despite them not being despite them not being very good. But I finally can take a step up with all my shit done. Like, man, I'm just thinking about some of the videos I did before, and they are kind of cringe. Like, I would play these low quality FPS games, like some Minecraft footage that was taken with my laptop, except my laptop, you know the drill. Not being very powerful, oh great, it's raining outside. I love the rain personally. Thank you to my sister as of now for telling me that, I had like low quality FPS footage in the back of FPS games, like a game called Bullet Force. Because that was something my computer could handle, and looked like was along the better looking games that my laptop could actually record with, because my laptop, which is still the same one I'm using to this date, was like really weak, and I had no access to play any modern games, which is what I want to do. I really want to get a new laptop, but I can't afford it, and my dad is kind of stingy when it comes to that stuff. And as of now, I actually turned 16. I'm not saying when or where, but I actually turned 16. Not today. You can rule that one out, I guess. Not today, but I turned 16. And I wanted to actually get a job, but the problem is that I actually got my wisdom teeth removed about a week and a day before this, after this video came out. And I wanted to get a job over the holidays to bring in the moolah so I could afford something like a better PC or whatever. Because right now my parents really don't give a damn about getting a better one. Because it can do, the PC can do what they want. It can stream some, I don't know, Amazon Prime and Netflix and shit. Netflix and shit and Netflix and chill. But it cannot definitely run games, and especially not run games and record them at the same time at like 720p with OBS or whatever. Like, goddamn it, my PC used to heat up like really bad back then. But now, and now it's in for repairs and it's in a worse state, but hey, something is better than nothing. And that's why I wanted a PS4 so bad, because believe it or not, I actually only got my PS4 oh god, I sounded like Fernando there for a second. It's mostly because I'm wearing these retainers. Maybe if I just take them out, but fortunately I don't have my retainer case here. Sorry, I just wanted to get some water, but I can cut it for now. I sound like Fernando there for a second saying PS4. So I really wanted to get a PS4 because I had no access to play modern games, and whatever modern games I had on my PC was like really, it was really shaky on what could run and what couldn't. Like, I could run practically no modern games on my PC, and I didn't know about emulation and stuff, so I was just kind of caught in a very caught between a rock and a hard spot, as the saying goes, I believe. I don't know if that's a saying or a song title, but however that saying goes, I'm applying it here. And I just couldn't play games. So now I wanted a PS4 because PS4 has games running, looking pretty damn good, and will always be stable. And if it's not, I know it's. Hold on, I'm just taking out my retainer for a second, yeah. Alright, that should be a bit better. Alright, I just placed them in a cup. I don't need to wear them now anyway. I just wear them because I can, not because I have to. But as I was saying, yeah, they're always stable, and when they're not stable, it's definitely not not my fault or my hardware. Most of the time's fault. It's just, it's the console. If it's shit, then it's the console or it's the game. Well, not the console really, but I know it's nothing like my hardware on my PC that I have to do a more personalized job of maintaining. Because if my PS4 is in a perfectly healthy working condition and there's frame rate drops and like texture mess ups and all that stuff, I know it's not me or my PC's graphics card or whatever, or my equipment going wrong. It's the PlayStation 4 most of the time, like I said, unless there's some kind of error or whatever. Which is something else I like, and is something I'll infinitely love on consoles more than PCs, because seriously, like having the just like one registered program or something, and depending on what websites and shit you have your PC subscribed to and what's downloaded onto your hard drive, can completely mess with what games you can run and what games you can't. Like people could run certain games having like double Titan Nvidia Titan graphics cards, but other people couldn't get their game running with those kind of specs. But with like a lower range or even medium of the range PC, they could get it running at 720p 60 FPS, or 1080p 60 FPS even, if you can believe that. So I just really don't like about that about how PCs can be so unstable. Hold on, gotta get this right. That's nice. But that's but I think that's where I can end it. I just prefer I'll probably go into a video explaining why this is later on. But hold on, let's try this. Let's just try and get the token, and I must not forget about that Aku Aku box there. And then I'm gonna smash all these boxes, and then I'm gonna smash it when I'm heading when I'm head out. Okay, I really should stop mentioning fudge. Why do you do that, Jasmine? My sister's just sitting there with a very forced smile on her face, and it's just really stupid. Sorry, people say that you shouldn't really mention things. Well, as long as at least this isn't the original Crash one where you lose a life if that happens. They say you shouldn't mention things like memes, since it's forced culture that they have to die after a certain period of time. And oh yes, I got the sweet spot with that. And it'll date your video horribly if you do. So I try to, so I want to avoid it. And another thing I really need to work on is how to smoothly flow from topic to topic, because when you talk about stuff in on streams, or rather, when you talk about stuff in reality with other people, or maybe you even thinking to yourself a lot of the time, one thing naturally usually flows to another. Like you just may see, I don't know, a chicken walk on the streets and say it gets attacked by another chicken, or thank you, Jazz. And she's just opening my phone up with the stream. That's kind of her. You may just see like a chicken walk across the street and get attacked by another chicken or a dog, and it may remind you of like I don't know, this one time your pet got attacked by a larger dog. I don't know. I don't mean to be a dog hater or anything here. It's just one thing will, and then that may remind you to a YouTuber's cat who's recently died, and then it kind of feels flowing like that. But one thing on my streams is that I feel like I erratically jump from one topic to another, and I need to be careful here, because god damn it, imagine how painful that would be, getting through this entire stage. Oh! And like me there, just taking damage, except not having an Aku Aku to protect you. And oh look, I really like the look of the gem on the stage. It works really well with the lighting and the atmosphere, and the fact that it's red kind of alludes that this is the hardest one to get. And there we go, I just collected it. That was nice. And I really like the skies here. It looks really good. Perfect. Crash's stupid but lovable face. But yeah, now I'm mentioning stupid, I wanted to speak stuff less cynical and less negative. So let's get back into the dark. This is definitely one of my favorite stages, but I know, because I like how it's completely 3D. I really enjoy the stages in Crash that is 3D, and I know that Crash 4 is out, and I really don't know. Oh hey, somebody mentioned something. let's open the live chat. Hey, it's Vishcake. I mean Vishay Van Mari, one of my friends from school. Thank you for joining the stream, Vishay. So right, what I was saying, the new Crash 4 is out because despite there being an actual Crash 4, well, Crash 4, quote-unquote, so being the Wrath of Cortex on PS2, it was actually, we got a new one that retcons that, being the new follow-up title that was released earlier on in 2020, but I have not gotten it for a multitude of reasons. First of all, I couldn't really get it at first because of lockdown and all the game stores were closed. But now I can. But the thing that's kind of stopping me from getting it the most is the price tag. For some reason, despite it being a 8th generation game, Activision, of course being Activision, gave it a 9th generation price tag of, oh shit, well, it doesn't matter that much even if I die. Being, yes, I know I passed the life, but I have 99 lives and I can't get any more. Has it at a, costs now $70, which is 1,200 bucks for where I stay. 1,200 rand where I stay. Sorry, my sister's distracting me. That's why I really like to do these streams by myself. Being 1,200 bucks, which is the equivalent of the $70 price tag where I stay. Well, that including inflation rates. I don't really know why there's inflation rates too. It's okay, I couldn't get those boxes now anyway. I don't really know why there are inflation rates right now to port a digital game over to where I stay and have and increase the price tag. That's kind of sucks. But whatever. Well, I'll take with the cards I'm given, and I don't know why Activision did that. It's not a 9th generation game, so I don't see why it's $70, or at least and I haven't heard anybody else complaining about that, which is strange. I should take a picture of that when I finally get around to reviewing that game one day. Because I am looking forward to giving that a playthrough. Especially once I get better equipment and stuff, because, as I said, getting the PS4 also allows me to capture footage, despite it not being the best footage and just being taken directly from said PS4. Shit. It's the best I got. Back then I couldn't even record any footage using my laptop. And it really doesn't look bad. I've been told before that by one of my favorite YouTubers actually, being Super Butterbuns. Ah, god damn it, that people will tolerate bad video quality. And even though this video quality, in my opinion, isn't even that bad, I can live with like even 480p video quality, but I guess that's not people's standards nowadays. People will tolerate bad video quality, but not bad audio quality. And I got a pretty, in my opinion, a pretty good sounding microphone, being the Blue Snowball Ice. I even got it for a nice price tag, which was good. Oh, cool. Another person joined. Thank you for joining the stream. I really appreciate each and everybody taking it. But yeah, now I can record with this, and oh shit. Now, you know, okay, I'll get to that. Yeah, I can basically record and do a bunch of stuff with the PS4, and then I can use that as a Mako to bridge over to my laptop and transfer. And I guess I can add a lot of a few video editing effects to make the quality look better than the average one just taken directly off the PS4. Because what you're seeing on the live streams now is just directly streamed from the PS4. But I do plan, like how I said, getting a better. There's a secret box up there. Like getting a microphone. Somebody said another comment. Let me see that. Because I do plan to eventually get a better capture card. Any online games? Many online games. No, I'm guessing of streaming Minecraft one day, but I really like me my Yes, Burubuga time. I really like me my single player games. I think there's another Aku mask here if I'm not mistaken, yeah. I'm just gonna wait for this one to run out because I get a longer invincibility period when I do. But I do eventually plan, like I said, to pick up where I left off, to get a capture card one day. Alright. Let's just be careful with that. Capture card and get a better PC so I can make higher quality videos, because I don't want to make it sound like I don't like streaming. Okay, alright. So, okay, Bishay, I don't like streaming, but I definitely like the feeling of a video, of an edited, scripted video coming together. And I just prefer that off the top of the head, live action not live action, but live streaming. And again, I don't want to sound like I don't like live streaming. I actually really enjoy it, especially when it's going good. But all right, let's do this. When it's going good, but I feel personality-wise, I can just click better with what's it called? Scripted videos and editing, and I just love the feeling of a good video coming together and rewatching it. I really do like it, but let us see. But we'll see how time flows. I'm just really waiting for my laptop to come back, but my dad really doesn't seem to give a shit to get it back. Especially since he... Damn it. He seems to be comfortable having his work laptop. He doesn't really care about getting ours as of now. Oh, a fourth person. Wow! 4 people! That's great. Well, 2 of them is me, one of them is me, and one of them is my sister. But thank you for joining the stream, whoever you are. I really appreciate it. And even though you may join it, but... Oh! Damn it! Ah, god damn it. I need to kill myself for that now. I know that may seem harsh, just about attacking a venomous snake. But something Naughty Dog actually did was hide a token in there. And talking about what good stuff Naughty Dog did, despite this being like one of their first games, and definitely one of their bigger first games, an official success, this game has surprisingly very solid game design. Especially for the time being 1996, like, for all this game was doing, being not only one of the first 3D platforming games, or one of the first 3D games, not only of the PlayStation, but of the time, and, well, of ever, full stop, there's a surprising amount of really good game design, and even though you literally have only 3 mechanics, and that's not a bad thing if you ask me, being run, jump, and attack, run with the analog sticks, jump with the X button, and attack with the square button, it's really solid, and they're able to do a lot of things with the core gameplay, and everything fits into the core gameplay, like the chase and the chase levels and the what's it called, and animal riding hog levels really well. And speaking about the animal riding hog levels, if we get the key at the end of this stage, we can actually go back and unlock a riding level where we get to ride a hog, the second one. And yeah, there's a lot of the times where, especially a big game like this was for the time, a revolutionary in fact for the PlayStation and for the time. Well, more revolutionary for the PlayStation and impressive for the time, being a fully 3D, not only that, but platformer. The camera is solid, the gameplay mechanics are solid. It's just a really fun, and it's considered a classic, because usually a lot of the time when a lot of the first something is the first of something, especially not only a game for a studio, but a first type of game genre for its time and of ever, not just of its time, of ever. Game's surprisingly solid and really fun. Like, of course, it's not perfect, and it's definitely the most mechanically simple of each the trilogy. It's still one of the most solid entries, not only in the Crash Bandicoot franchise, but no, what am I saying? Not only of the trilogy, but of the whole entire franchise. A lot of people argue it's better than the later games on the PS2, because Crash was definitely handled weirdly when it came to the PS2 at times. Because usually, like when Naughty Dog in this case loses the rights to their game, the games that do follow up made by different developers usually may not be as good unless it goes through some like rebooting. Like say Crash of the Titans, that was still a really solid entry in the Crash franchise and being one of the better Crash Bandicoot games. And oh look, I also really like the look here. I really like the look of this here, just being able to see the crystal. Alright, let's be careful, because shit, one death can be the end of us here. Just give me a sec here. Alright, you know what, never mind. Give me a sec. Sorry! Just my mom complaining about the car. That's like what she's best at. I wish if somebody could win some kind of award for complaining, I think that would be my mom. And I think right now what I want to do is actually, what level comes... this is like one of my favorite levels in games. jungle, the Jaws of Death. Especially that I like that it's mostly 3D. Unlike the following levels. Alright, let's quickly save and switch to Coco for that variety. Like, I've said this numerous times before, but I really just do prefer 3D games over 2D. And 3D levels over 2D. That's like one of the reasons why I'm vastly prefer, like, the Sonic Boost games over the classic Sonic games. And look, see, since we got the green gem at the Lost City, we can actually pop by here. Will you play Minecraft on PS4? Oh, yeah, see, there's a shit ton of lies, but the problem is we missed the entire level when we do that. Ah, what the hell, I'll show you. Will I play Minecraft on PS4? God damn, that is satisfying. Maybe, see, here's the end of the level, but thing about taking that shortcut is that since we skipped the entire level, we don't smash any of the boxes and get the gem for the 100% ending like I am now. But to answer your question, Vishay, yes, I do plan to eventually play Minecraft on PS4, or stream Minecraft on PS4 rather. I play it all the time, but I just don't know what I can really do. Maybe get some servers footage. I really enjoy things like Bed Wars and Cake Wars. Wow, those are like some of the best Minecraft servers minigames. And they're just really fun. Problem is, usually when it comes to those games, it's rather your teammates than the game itself. But the game is really solid. Those games are really solidly made. Alright. But like, to go off what I was saying earlier about 2D, these are definitely not bad levels, but I prefer levels like the Jaws of Death and stuff, because I just enjoy the 3 dimensions. My brain gets more stimulated and absorbed in 3D levels and 3D worlds rather than 2D, which is why I prefer Sonic Boost games and possibly the adventure games over the, what's it called? The classic Sonic games. That all feature just most of the time 2D stuff. Because while a lot of people say, I don't really know if it's true or if it's just overhyped pandering, and because like I don't really see the hype with games like Sonic 2, but that's besides the point. The classic Sonic games may be quote-unquote better designed. I definitely prefer the Boost games, like Sonic Generations and even Sonic Unleashed, to the classic games, because I just like 3D more. 3D is just better, in my opinion, and I've never ever understood that group of people, especially like those group of early games fanboys who say that platformers can't work in 3D or games can't work. Like when people go along to say things like games just don't work in 3D, that's when I stop listening. Like, okay, I guess I could, like, maybe listen to your pathetic attempt. Like, I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but when you go to the point of saying that a 3D platformer can't work in, that a platformer can't work in 3D, that's just kind of balls, honestly. I mean, there are numerous game franchises and numerous platformers that work in 3D absolutely fine, and, ooh yeah, there's a sneaky little thing there. And what's it called? And I don't know, I just kind of found that kind of a toxic behavior to just full-on state like it's a fact that platforms cannot work in 3D. I've never disagreed, and not just platforms, but games can't work in 3D. I just could never disagree harder. Personally, my brain just gets involved with 3D a hell of a lot more than it gets with 2D. But let's be careful here. Alright, I know, the way you have to do this is very specific. Alright. Ah! I'll take my meds at around 9:30. Sorry, I just had to tell my mom, because I'm taking meds right now. I know, Mom. Thank you for worrying about me. Alright, so let's try like this, rather. There we go. That's not actually the way you're supposed to... Well, there's no, like, concrete, solid way how you're quote-unquote supposed to do that. But usually there's a way that you're able to just safely... God damn it, I thought I died there. Where you're supposed to safely bounce on it. Alright. But what I wanted to say earlier on when I was talking about 2D and 3D is that I hope that Crash 4, with a lot of the new like gameplay mechanics and stuff that it adds, when I eventually get around to affording that game, god damn it, $1,200. especially for an 8th gen game, but that's beside the point. Puts a higher focus on 3D levels, and maybe just have the bonuses be the 2D stuff. Personally, that would be like my dream Crash game. Like, have the 2D bonus levels just be like short bite-sized parts of each levels as a break, and then let the 3D levels be 3D levels and stages be the main focus. I love that a lot, especially with the new mechanics I hear it adds, like with and what I've seen, like with some gravity stuff. And here's a boss that for some reason Coco cannot fight. Alright, let's save this. Hey, hey, that 4th person is back, or maybe they didn't ever leave. Ha, shut up, fish cake. Hey, it's my other homie Nadir. How are you? Thank you for joining me on the stream, and to any other people who are joining. Well, actually, I just think it's me watching. Oh, you're playing. Alright. Alright, cool. I think it's just me watching, the other TV watching, and then, you and Vishay. I don't think there's any other, members, watching these streams as of this moment. Come on. What is that? Tistnader. So you have to always jump on these guys, and I like how they're actually hurting. Because back on the PS1, if you can believe that, when he threw those green things that turn into those slobs, these slobs here, like when you bounced on them, they immediately just like made him take damage for no reason. It didn't make sense, and it's a more visually paced fight. Like after that, he actually throws, and now you can see he drugs himself up and he turns into the Hulk. Wait, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was supposed to fall there. All right, come on, come at me, Hulk Brio. Or I don't know. People don't even know. The game doesn't even know, and just gave you a question mark and an exclamation mark and a question mark going. What even is this? And I love how you can see the 2 islands in the back. That's such a fantastic detail. I love that. Honestly, I love that a lot. Alright, Vish is gonna head out. Goodbye, Vish. Thank you for joining my stream, though. I highly appreciate it. And here we are getting to the end of, to the game, and I think this may be the end of the game in general. Oh, well, not the end of the game, but the end of the live stream. And oh wait, hold on. I forgot to save. Thank you for joining the stream, Vishay. I highly appreciate it. Alright, let's change back to Coco and save the game quickly. Alright, I wanted to change Coco just for the variety of having another character with different animations. Alright, let's head through here. No, with Vishay leaving, it kind of leads me to the fact that it's a weird feeling, because despite me not doing these streams, mainly because this is not what I want to focus to do once I finally get around to actually YouTubing. What's it called? Despite these streams not wanting to be my focus, it is nice to have an audience and feel like there are people actually watching you here. But despite me not really wanting to force people, still kind of feels like it sucks when people have to leave, you know. The more the merrier, most of the time. Except when it comes to things like the gaming community. Because just unfortunately, when a community gets too big, too many degenerates join, and then you get situations like really toxic fan bases that creates a lot of creepy and weird fan art and just porn, to keep it the least. But again, trying to limit the profanity spoken upon these streams. And speaking of porn, oh shit! Speaking of what's it called? Hentai on porn and all that stuff. Kind of reminds me. It's kind of surprised me. that with Coco being on screen, somebody hasn't made an obligatory Rule 34 joke. And to anybody in the audience who is watching and does not know, you know what? To any completely ignorant fools in the audience who don't know what Rule 34 is, I envy you. I seriously envy you. I know that made... fudge. I really envy you. And speaking of Rule 34, this kind of reminds me of something that happened throughout the year. Is that, before the COVID and all this lockdown shit happened, and the year turned into the ominous 2020. What's it called? We actually had history lessons with one of my favorite teachers, who I will not mention on stream since he has not given me permission. I don't want him to get in trouble for anything like that, but one of my teachers for a lesson. Oh, I'm a woman now. First of all, I'm not a woman. I'm playing as Coco, which is Crash's sister, who actually interesting story to those who don't know in the audience, was actually replaced by Crash's, because Crash actually has a girlfriend in the first Crash Bandicoot. You can see at the beginning of the game, and the reason they got rid of her was apparently she was too sexualized for a kid's game, and a lot of people at Universal and parents weren't having it, so they yeeted her for Coco's designs, and they thought giving Crash a less sexualized partner like his sister in his adventures here would benefit said game. Alright. So she actually comes in Crash 2, but in Crash 3, since that game... I almost knocked over my mic. Since that game focuses on what's it called? Time travel. Well, not focuses, but has a time travel theme of it, and each level are different time periods. Coco's coming in from back then to help her brother now, which is really amazing if you think about it. Kinda wish they had some kind of cutscene dedicated to them meeting, but whatever. It may have just spoiled the impact of her, like, appearance in the later... Sorry, I cannot stop burping. From the later games, to anybody who's never played this game before. Alright. Come on, I need to time this perfectly, because hitting this crate over and over and over and over and point, yeah, it's just gonna keep this door from crushing me, like the door above me right here. But I need to perfectly time the jump to that platform with the what's it called? No, not now, not now. Alright, let's go. That's easily the hardest jump of this level. Hell, maybe even the whole game. But us getting through the level, the main level, not the bonus levels once without dying, results with our collection of the yellow gem. And that is almost all of the gems. All of the color gems from these games. Wow, that's adorable. Anyway, so I can definitely tell that these streams are never accurate with the amounts of people. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Great Hall. This is the final... You guys should see this level. It's like... You can definitely tell that they put a lot of work into it. They put so much work into it that they dedicated it to just having Crash being the only person who can go here. So let us see what this level entices. That's it. I know, that was it. I know there was that platform going to the side, but that's basically where we need to come once we have every single gem in this game. And this is the final boss, once we have every single gem to get the secret ending. But as of right now, we have completed where I wanted to get to the stream. So basically, next stream I want to fight the final boss, which is Dr. Neocortex. And then head back all the way here, and all the way down these other levels to get these missing gems, because we couldn't get them since we didn't have all the special color gems. And we must start out here with getting the lights out gem. which we could only get once we had the yellow gem from the level we just beat, being the lab. And then we can return to each and every single level to find more parts, well, a few more parts, and areas to, what's it called? To get those no, that's the wrong menu, but I'll save anyway. To get the clear gems. And with those clear gems, we can make platforms to get to the secret ending little stuff at the end of this game. But thank you to each and every one of my friends and other future viewers who may be fans of me from the future for watching my streams. I highly appreciate it. I think they will be already kind of dated, since I mentioned stuff that I feel will date these streams kind of horribly, but you know, we'll take what we can get just on these footage streams. For taking the time out of their day and watching me. Remember, don't forget to like, to comment, even make fun of me in the comments. Each and every like and comment takes us one step further, takes this channel and any other future channels of mine one step further with the supports and the ratings, and I highly appreciate it. Next stream, we are going to focus on taking down the final boss, being Cortex, and then heading back to each stage and beating them, getting beating them to get the secret ending. So next part is going to be the wrap up to this, what I plan to be 5-part stream trilogy. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys who are watching. Have a fantastic day, or right now it's nighttime. I highly appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out of your day to watch my streams. And to finally finish, to cap off on what I wanted to say earlier, I noticed these streams aren't accurate. It says there's only one person watching, but I know for a fact our TV, well, a TV is on watching the stream, and my phone is on watching the stream. So I know when it's saying there's only one participant watching right now, it is a cap, unless it doesn't count me as being the one person who's watching. But at the same time, I guess maybe it doesn't count me, but it did count me before. But whatever. Thank you to each and everybody watching the stream. This ending has gotten really rambly and overlong. I'm going to end it now. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and goodbye and have a good night.